how it got far and few between. June 10th, we were at 66 subs, and then July 7th was 100 subs, Timeline Tuesday 9. So, the videos definitely started to get more spread out, like, the Speedrunner and the X-Wing were, like, 4 days apart. Wow, I said days like I was rallying.
Yeah, smash.
And then, X-Wing to Twilight was 2 days, so they definitely started to get farther apart, as it's very difficult to crank out content every day.
Yeah.
Okay, and then we had my friend claims I was hacking and Hypixel the bridge. God, Maple, if you're watching this, I don't know what to say. I didn't record the video.
Maple, is...
He's a friend of ours.
He's a very good friend, but he has a tendency to be a little, angry and obnoxious sometimes. So, I remember recording that, and he was like, and I was beating him in the bridge, and he was like, oh my gosh, you're scaffolding, and I'm like, no, I'm just good, and he's like, no, you're scaffolding. He says it was a joke, but I don't believe that.
Yeah, we still play with him today, and
Yeah.
make sure you subscribe to his YouTube channel.
Also, we have a video coming out soon where it's with him.
Yeah. And then after that, my first ever solo Java video. LPM2, Episode 1, A Subnautic Start. I thought this was the best video that I've ever made in the history of ever. It was trash.
Yes.
Given the server of LPM2, Exuma's Patreon server, was extremely fun. It had a great community. Exuma is an absolutely phenomenal YouTuber, and I thought I could milk some views that way. It went about as well as you expected it to.
Yeah.
The video, my base, I was very happy with. My starter base, we all had to build the base, in the starter area. It was like Coral Town, it was called Title Town. I remember that, and it was right around the shopping district. We all had to build a starter base. And I built, because it was tidal and in water, I was kind of obsessed with Subnautica at the time, and I still am now, as Below Zero is coming out soon.
Yes.
I built basically a very basic Subnautica starter base in Minecraft. So, as my starter base. So, I found it very fun doing an S for the first time. This was my first SMP video ever. Some SMP video coming out soon by me.
Yes. Which,
but it
he
was
will
very
not
fun.
tell me what it is.
No. But it was very fun. It was a very fun server. But by the time I got to episode 2, I kind of got tired of it, building it. And I was on vacation as well, and my Patreon subscription ran out, and I did not want to pay again. But after LPM2 was Adventure SMP Episode 1, The Hunt for Diamond Gear. That was the beginning and the end of that series.
Well, what happened is, we did that, and, that server, we played on a bunch, but, so it's been a running theme that I have used creative mode and op on many survival worlds.
What? No.
No, I would never. But yeah, so I did that, and that happened again, and I got diamond gear like instantly, because although I did not use creative mode, I did, however, use X-ray, and I did not want to talk about that in my video.
Yeah. Alright, and then LPM2, Big Bahrain build. I was so proud of the build. I still am to this day, and the thumbnail.
Oh,
I'm
it's
so
amazing.
proud of the thumbnail today.
It gives
I
me
decided-
mumbo jumbo vibes.
Yeah, well, this was when Mumbo started building his like center tower of his base in Minecraft, and I kind of used that as inspiration. I intended to make the Bahrain twin tower, one of them, as a creeper farm. Fun fact: a oddly shaped triangular skyscraper does not lend itself well to a circular creeper farm. So that series ended there. It was very fun to do, but I mean, my Patreon subscription ran out. And then this is when we took a quite long break. From LPM2, I was on vacation during this time as well. So LPM2 to July 6th, and then August 9th was we're back.
Yeah.
We weren't really back.
No, because we
Our
said...
next video was September 2nd.
Yeah, we said
And
we're
that was
back,
our-
and then we took like a 2-week break again.
Yeah.
But
And that was the game of Risk in Minecraft trailer.
yeah, let's not talk about that.
I actually want to highlight it a bit.
Uh-huh.
As
This is a bad
the
idea.
trailer came about a year early. I am still working on Risk to this day. I am still cranking it out. It is getting closer to done. Most of the software is done. I'm saying that because it makes me sound smarter and less like a Minecraft.
Yeah.
So, I still am working on Risk to this day, and we will make a trailer when Risk is ready to be mass released.
Yes.
But we'll talk more about Risk when it gets closer to actually done.
At this point, though, it is not ready to be
highlighted.
Also, we do have something cool planned for when that happens.
Oh yeah, we have a lot of cool stuff ready for Risk.
Yeah, but
So make sure you hit that subscribe button so you see
never
when it
miss an
comes out.
upload. Yeah.
Yeah. Minecraft hardcore mode is easy. This was the best editing that I think I ever saw at that time. I was like, oh my gosh, why? What? I thought the editing was the most pristine thing in the world. It was good editing, don't get me wrong, but I thought it was the best thing in the world. Your editing keeps on getting better and better.
Thank you.
Look at your new videos.
Yes.
But I thought that was so cool. To do the cuts and everything and the music. Oh.
I have started, like, getting really used to Filmora. Because I use Filmora to edit, because it's... I personally believe it's the best. Because it cost like $70 for a year, which is not a lot for like a professional editing software. Plus, it has like...
Well, no, it was like $70 for a lifetime.
Oh yeah, I think I remember I put it at like lifetime, and it's like like maybe 100, and and I'm like, this is insane, and
it's a really good editor.
Yeah, and
Filmora, if you want to sponsor
us, please sponsor us.
Please, we need the money.
I
need to feed our imaginary families.
Yes. And so I use Filmora and the new update, Filmora 10. I like the aesthetic choices, and I like the new features, but I still just Filmora is amazing, and it's
Filmora is very good.
It's the best. I was gonna say it's the best software for beginning YouTube, but no, it's just the best software for YouTube in general, in my opinion. I've tried Premiere. I don't like Premiere. I think Filmora is better. I mean, if Premiere wants to sponsor us, I'll try it.
Yeah. Alright, next up is Star Wars Vulture Droid Minecraft build tutorial. It was very blue.
Did I make that video or did you? I don't remember.
You made that video.
Okay. Yeah, I remember I was not supposed to be on Minecraft, let's just say that. And I'm like, maybe I should not play Hypixel and do something useful, so I built that, and I
Pretty good. It was a pretty good build, if I do say so myself.
yeah, I like it, but you know, it's not my favorite. People have already built vulture droids, so I had to,
Exactly.
and all of the ones they did were like brownish or like tan.
Like the one from from the movies.
So I decided I'll make it blue, like Clone Wars, because I'm a massive Clone Wars nerd. Show me an episode from Clone Wars and I'll probably remember the plot.
Yeah.
Give me the title and I'll know the plot of that Clone Wars episode. I love the Clone Wars. I think I've watched it every single season like 4 times at least. And sometimes if I'm just starved for content but I don't want to watch YouTube, I'll just be like, Clone Wars, a good show, won't take that long, and then I end up spending like 2 months
later.
just watching the Clone Wars.
And then after that, Star Wars N1 to boost Starfighter and Jedi Hyperdrive Ring.
Yes.
Minecraft. That was the double episode.
Yes. And it was a double episode because we did not do a lot of content. A. B. Both of them could be like recorded in like 5 minutes. They're both small builds. So I'm like, I'll just do a double episode.
Yeah, I took a massive break in between.
Yeah.
Like, I went from July 26th, and then on October 7th was when I uploaded my next build.
Mm-hmm.
And that was the Umbaran Starfighter. And... oh, it's right here.
Oh,
And
right above us.
It's probably one of... it's a pretty cool build, if I do say so
Yes.
myself.
Yeah.
As I like it, like, a lot. The problem was I had multiple conniptions while building it, and these hoop shapes. How are you supposed to build these weird circular hoops in a block game?
Yeah.
It's like, a shape like this has really never been done before in Minecraft. And then I go ahead and do it,
Yeah.
and I die. It's like circles have been done multiple times.
Yeah.
Quite a bit. But shapes like this, they've practically never been done, as this is literally the only Umbaran Starfighter tutorial on YouTube. Now go watch it.
Yes, watch it, please. I require the content.
Alright, and then was the Everything in Minecraft 1.16
Oh, yes.
update, part 1 and part 2.
Yes.
Those were very cool.
Those were one of my favorite videos to do. I loved I loved editing them, and also
The editing was very cool.
Thank you. And I loved doing them, and it's because I watched Minecraft live,
Yeah, same.
and I'm like, easy content. And at that time, I'm like, I feel the worst part about that at the time, I'm like, oh no, it's gonna be the first snapshots are gonna be in the summer of 2021, and now it's spring of 2021, and the snapshots are like, there's like already 4, and
like we're already playing on them.
yeah, and typically
like we already have a server.
yeah, and typically Minecraft, if you don't know, Mojang usually releases about 4 or like 8 to at the most. I think they've released 12 snapshots, and then they release the full version. So hopefully we can get that soon. I think that it might take a little bit more, just because, oh my god, this update. It's once it comes out, I watched a video on the all Minecraft updates ranked, and they're like, honorable mention, Caves and Cliffs update, only because it hasn't come out.
Yeah.
I feel like once the Caves and Cliffs update comes out, it will probably be the best update Minecraft has had.
Yeah.
I mean, Minecraft 1.0.0 added a load of features and made Minecraft the game it is today, but the Caves and Cliffs update will make it one of the it'll be 128 blocks taller, plus they're like completely changing the way all generation happens in the overworld. Like, caves and the cliffs are both being updated. Wow, fitting title. But like it's just probably one of the coolest updates ever.
Yeah. And then was Timeline Tuesday 10.
Yeah.
And
I feel like that was like the last Timeline Tuesday we've done for a while until now.
Until recent.
Yeah.
And that was Timeline Tuesday. Daily uploads. Heavy air quotes around daily uploads. There were 3 daily uploads. Minecraft, Angola, Agostino, Nito, Mausoleum tutorial. This is when we picked back up Minecraft a bit. And this was a very, very cool build. I like this build a lot. Angola is a very cool country. And it was just a cool build all the way around. And then was the Minecraft Jedi Turbo Speeder build tutorial. And we kind of stole from ourselves there. We built it with the temple, and then just made a tutorial of it.
Yeah, so I don't know if you saw, but at the temple there was actually that speeder, and I remember recording it at like 12 p.m. or no, a.m. It was like midnight, and I'm like, I need to record a video, because daily upload, and I'm like, I'm just going to steal from myself, and in the video, I sound so tired. I'm just like,
hey
guys, welcome. We're gonna do a Jedi Turbo Speeder tutorial, and yeah.
And then after that was Betty's Hope Plantation in Antigua and Barbuda.
Yes.
And I still think this is probably one of my favorite thumbnails today. Just the way that the flag goes behind the build and the welcome to Betty's Hope sign. I just love it. It's one of my favorite thumbnails. It's very cool. It's just the way that the layers work so well together.
And I remember when I was building this, I was talking, and I'm like, if we ever do an SMP, which we do now, I'm going to build this as my sugarcane farm, and I haven't done it, but I really want to do it. So I've been thinking about maybe making a Ecsetra server to the public, and it being only like specifically try and build like geographical or like Star Wars builds, just because you know.
Like just a for fun build server.
Yeah, but in survival. Well, wink, wink. But I definitely want to build this as like an actual sugarcane farm at some point.
Yeah.
In my Minecraft
these
career.
builds would be very cool to have function go.
Yes. And they just fit so well as like an actual sugarcane farm.
Yeah.
Because in real life they are actually a sugarcane farm. So, you know.
And then, speaking of survival, is the
Preserve SMP series.
I'll let you talk about that one.
No, I don't think I will. The only thing I'll talk about in it, though, is the trick-or-treating event.
Oh, I was not there. I was IRL trick-or-treating.
Yeah, but that was probably one of my favorite... Honestly, Halloween of last year was probably one of my favorite nights of the entire year, for a few reasons. One of them was the trick-or-treating, and then the other one I'm not going to talk about, and I'll cut this part out of the video, but wink wink. But yeah, trick-or-treating was so fun, and it was just hilarious, and my thumbnail... I just loved the thumbnail because I just liked imagining all of us as children.
That was hilarious.
We're all like toddlers, and I'm like, yes, that is actually us.
Yeah. The Preserve SMP went on for a very long while, and you kind of carried the channel there.
Yeah.
With Preserve SMP, and I guess to me, Preserve SMP, I didn't find a place in my heart for it, as it was wonk.
Yeah.
It was very wonk. It's like we went from one major spot of the server to another major spot of the server.
Yeah.
It was pretty wonk, but it was cool.
Yeah, and I remember my massive buildings, and that was really cool, but
yeah,
I forgot to edit out the part where I went into creative mode. And then, Lucas called me out for it, and it was...
right in the middle of Preserve SMP was our paid trailer.
Yes. So...
that came out on Halloween.
Yes,
Wait, hold up. 3 videos came out on Halloween.
Oh, wow. I did not like the I don't really like the trailer. However... I mean, I'll take 11,000 views on a bad video. I don't. Yeah. And Maple has said that we've been view botting it, and I'm like, do you want to see the receipt of me paying $100 to edit it, to monetize this on YouTube?
Well, we have more views on the temple now.
Yes, finally, after months, the temple has surpassed it.
Alright, and then next is the Trexler Marauder from the Mandalorian. Wow,
yes, it's a very long walk.
It's a wow. This place keeps on getting bigger.
Yeah, I like how we're only expanding along the Z-axis. We're not expanding on the X-axis. Yes.
Yeah.
Yes.
Any words about the Trexler Marauder?
I like the redstone. It's very simple redstone. However, I did like doing this, and I liked the doors being able to function.
Yeah.
And I remember it was just a good excuse to watch The Mandalorian.
Yeah. Speaking of the Mandalorian builds, I've kind of been putting this one off for a long while, but a bit of a sneak peek. I built this quite a long while ago, but a Moff Gideon's light cruiser, so,
I'm gonna be honest, Moff Gideon, one of the coolest characters in The Mandalorian. Yeah. Like, I love, Ahsoka Tano, amazing.
So
however, of the new characters, Moff Gideon is probably the coolest. No hate to Din Djarin or Baby Yoda, but every single TV show he's in, he always plays the villain, and he's so good at it as well.
Wow, I just realized the shadow that the Moss cast is terrifyingly cool.
Wow.
But after the Trexler Marauder, we did the 12 Days of Christmas.
Yes.
That was fun.
It was fun. Although I will say,
MIA during.
I would message you and you would not respond.
Well, I wanted to spend time with my family during Christmas time. So
that's
I
cringe.
Just straight up deleted Discord.
That's
for
cringe.
December, and the only thing that I did on the internet really was the 12 Days of Christmas. And I did the Grinch Simulator. Grinch Simulator was very fun. The thumbnail that you made is absolutely hilarious.
Thank you.
And then I did the Freako Speeder.
Yes.
That one was
Yeah.
And then the Snowman Speedrun. I was so proud of.
That was the funniest video I've seen.
Hilarious. It was so fun.
It was hilarious.
Really fun. I now hold the record. I hold the world record.
You hold the world record for a snowman speedrun.
Yeah.
Unless someone has beaten it, but they haven't uploaded it. But, you know.
Speedrunning.
Oh, yeah. You beat a speedrun in 21 minutes.
Yeah. And then in day 11, I did Christmas cleanup on this build server to kind of
Yes.
sweep all the trash in the corners.
Yeah.
The end, I did have something planned, but you released first, so I just kind of didn't do it. I was going to do mini golf. On Hermitcraft Season 6, the World download. I was going to do that. But you uploaded in the end was probably a more suitable thing for day 12.
And I basically just talked about, you know, and then, actually, the day after, on Christmas Day, December 25th, there's just a video called 2020, and the thumbnail is 2020 in review.
And it's kind of like this video, but like,
that one was a little bit more heartfelt, because that one was, like, a little bit more real, and I talked about, like, what's going on, and how you guys have made this great, and, and basically about the friends we've made on YouTube, although that does sounded a little bit cringe, but, like Cinefy and The Arrow, which is now Beyond the Mind, and some people on the channel who have, like, been constant commenters.
Yeah.
Like,
and then, of course, our friend group who
yes.
helped out a lot. Surprisingly, they've been, you know, supportive. I
was like,
we kind of tried to hide the channel from our IRL friends
for quite a while.
Yeah. And then they've been really supportive and wanted to get in with the channel.
Yes. And now, one of them may actually be joining YouTube, so that's pretty cool. And Maple has, he hasn't uploaded that much, but he has been a very good help in videos. And yeah.
But that one was much more heartfelt. This one's kind of just reviewing our builds.
Yeah, and also talking about the builds.
And then, making fun of ourselves.
Yeah.
And then the Minecraft. Oh no. Anyway, the Minecraft E6 tutorial. This was December 30th. This is when I kind of finally came back online. And this is when I started binging Scammer Payback and like Kid Boga. The videos where people just scam scammers, and I went on a roll building the shuttle, and then the Magna Guard, and then the sneak peek over there, and then I started doing past.
I remember.
It made it a lot more fun.
I remember during this time, like the past like a few months ago or something, like the channel recommended on YouTube would just be non-stop, like, scammer gets scammed videos. And I'm like, bruh.
If they're so entertaining though.
They are.
But this is a build that I'm quite proud of. It's a cool build.
Yes.
That's all there is to really say about that. And then next up, I do believe it is the Magna Guard.
Yes.
Oh wait.
No.
Oh no, it's not.
Oh.
Oh boys. For another long.
Hold on, let me pull out my elytra. And fireworks.
And peanuts already, like. Gonna be traveling all the way around the world, or should I say we're gonna be traveling to space?
Whoa!
Oh! This is our first ESP tutorial, Ecsetra Space Program tutorial, the Minecraft SLS Rocket tutorial.
And your mission is to subscribe!
God, that transition is so bad.
It is so bad, but it's also hilarious at the same time.
Yeah. I absolutely love the ESP series. It is my favorite series by far. I love building rockets. I am a absolutely gigantic rocket nerd, space nerd in general. But the SLS was my first one. I kind of thought, well, we do Star Wars, I guess we can do actual space. And then I looked up on YouTube tutorials for rockets, and then all I saw was redstone rocket. So I'm like, so SLSco Burr, that's an up and coming rocket. I bet people will watch it. So it's a very cool rocket. I talk about the actual schematics of it in the video. That's why it's 34 minutes long instead of
Yeah.
And with Sputnik here, I thought it would be hilarious to go from newest rocket to oldest rocket. Sputnik Rocket, I built alongside Sputnik, the actual satellite. Very cool rocket. The side boosters kind of look wonk as they do kind of just blend in with the core stage, but whatever. And then it is the Magna Starfighter tutorial. And then
I'm just gonna Elytra over here. Who's gonna win? Hey!
But the Magna Guard I built along on my Scammer Payback binge, and I didn't record till after Sputnik and SLS as I kind of wanted to space them out. The Star Wars.
No pun intended. Space.
Oh, I didn't even intend that. Wow. But this is a cool build, and I took a lot of joy building it. And then, one that I put off for far too long.
This thing.
Medical station. This is an incredibly cool build. I built this on vacation, and with you.
Yes.
And we were building it. It was a very fun build to actually bippity build. And then I recorded like half of it, maybe 3/4 of it when I got home. And then I never touched it ever again. It is a massive build. Until I built it in October. Well, we built it in October. And then I recorded it late October. Or mid-October, actually. It did not get released till January.
Yeah.
As I did not finish the actual tutorial for a long time afterwards.
This, I have to say, is one of my personal favorite big builds that we've done. It is just, again, massive Clone Wars nerd, and this is featured in the Clone Wars a bunch. Not specifically this one, but a lot of medical stations, because, you know, war and all that. But I remember building this, and at first it just looked like a massive ice cream cone, and it was hilarious.
Alright, so the next up is Argentina, Casa Rosada.
Another long flight.
Yeah. And this is when we picked back up monography for about half a second and then dropped again.
Yep.
This is a quite detailed build, if I do say so myself. I got second place in a build competition on Party Realms with it, so that was cool.
Yes.
Given the server is not the greatest.
Alright, yeah.
I don't exactly play on it anymore.
Yeah, me neither.
But
for many reasons.
I like this build a lot. Oh, this looks cool with shaders.
Oh, it does.
Oh, it looks real.
It does.
Oh, that's so cool. But this is my most in-depth, I guess, monography build, and we're still holding out for another one in Armenia, as the flag map's already been built. I just need to find a notable landmark to build. And then back over to our rocket yard silo. We have... Yeah, this is a long flight.
Yeah. Hey, alright, I'm here.
We have the Ariane 1. I built this because it's probably one of my favorite rockets. Simply out of the fact it's so wonk. It's just a really wonk rocket. And
this is my favorite part of the rocket.
Yeah. Europe obviously has to have all their flags on it to make sure if any aliens are contacted, it's an experiment to see if it will trigger their epilepsy.
This is my favorite flag right here, and I still don't know how you were able to do it. Spain, it is so detailed. Like, you can... It's
I
like...
just looked at the tutorial.
You can see the pixels.
Yeah.
And
it's
then...
literally in the description of
this over here is the most complicated one. More complicated than Spain, even. the Polish flag. It's so incredibly complicated. So intricate.
Honestly. And then is the Trident class assault ship. We're going to be going back and forth.
Yeah, that's why I equipped my Elytra.
Yeah, that's smart. The Trident class assault ship. One of the creepiest ships.
Honestly.
It's a squid, but as a robot that flies through space into the water.
Yes, it's so terrifying.
Drill as its beak.
Yeah.
This is terrifying.
I remember we would play like Battlefront 2.
Yeah.
And like on Camino, the map, and like these things would just yeet out of the sky, and it would just
and, go,
and it would give me a mini heart attack
yeah.
every single time. God,
it's a very cool ship.
although they are very creepy, very
like
creepy.
One of the creepiest animals in real life, and then made into a warship that built into solid metal objects.
Yeah, and
but next up is the Mercenary Redstone.
Woo! Even more flying.
Yeah, this is when I started to kind of go in order with, I guess, builds of the rockets. I said originally I wasn't going to go in any order, and then now I'm going in. They were built in order. So Mercenary Redstone, first American rocket to send humans to space, and I did the entire history lecture in the video. So watch that. Then the V-Wing, back and forth. The V-Wing, I kind of just needed a simple build to build, and then I built the build. That's what I bippity build.
Yes.
I'm pretty happy the way that turned out, but that's really all there is to say. V-Wing was my favorite ship in Battlefront 2 to play as. Fun fact.
I like this because I like Rogue One. Yeah. That's all. Yeah. Anyways, this ship is really cool, and I also love to play this in Battlefront, and I definitely didn't just mix it up with the U-Wing.
Oh yeah.
No, I would never.
Double upload with the Vostok and the Voshkud rockets.
Yes.
Thumbnail I am extremely proud of.
That is a very cool thumbnail.
But they're both R7 derived rockets that are pretty similar, so I just decided to do them both, and I have the history lecture in the video. So.
It's nerd talk to me as well, guys. You don't it's not just you.
And then Minecraft U-Wing tutorial.
Now we get to the U-Wing. Yeah. I like this one because Rogue One. Rogue One is a, it's a movie. I don't know what to say about Rogue One. It is probably the best coolest looking Star Wars. Story-wise, not really the coolest. I mean, I like the story. It's definitely better than the sequels.
It's not there.
Honestly,
yeah, it's definitely better than Mary Pseudo-Bird.
Yeah, I feel like we could just... Rogue One is the only Disney one that I would be fine with if they kept. Because, you know.
Alright, yeah. But. And then next up is the first ever
Snapshot Survival. Woo!
100% survival.
Shush. So I made it as hardcore, and it was just supposed to be me just playing hardcore in the new snapshots. Yeah, it's turned into a lot more than that. Well, we have a script now. And I'm working on a season 2 script. It's a server. It has hardcore hearts, but we die all the time. Because Eternos is weird, and if you transport a hardcore world, it decides to make it survival, and we just...
The hardcore hearts look cooler anyways.
It does, and we just decided to make them canon deaths instead. We had a counter for real deaths, and then Maple got 250 deaths, so I'm like, there's no way I'm gonna have that, so I just made it canon deaths. Also, I died once, and I'm like, no, I can never die.
Yeah.
Anyways,